Awesome.
Okay, so this segues beautifully into question 7.
Great segue.
Yeah.
What are we looking for when we sign an artist?
Okay, I'll start it. I think that it's a perfect blend between, like, I've never heard this before, and I feel like I've heard this my entire life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the artist that like fills that like spot in your taste that like was always there, but you never understood that it was there or what it was.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
agree with
saying?
you. It's
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle piece.
Exactly. It just kind of goes right in there. And yeah, it's like people talk about the it factor all the time, and I think the it factor is like, it's a cliche, but it is like, you know it when you fucking see it. I don't even think it's like even something that you can like accurately put into words. I think it's a feeling. It's like an intuitive thing, and you just know when you know.
Yo, who's a good example of someone like that?
Like that I know personally?
Yeah.
Fuck. I would say Sawyer has the it factor. I would say Mac has the it factor. I would say Andrew has the
He's
it
got
factor.
the ick factor.
The ick factor.
Those 3 artists are like the first that come to my mind out of people that I know.
Yeah.
So
I would agree.
Son of JoJo, Mac Anderson, Sawyer09 / Daddy Issues. Yeah.
I would say Nerve.
Nerve.
Definitely.
Facts.
I would
Facts.
say Kalea.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Of course. I mean, that's the obvious one.
That is the obvious one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like the idea that you want to go?
Go ahead.
All right, I'll go. I think someone that is just willing to go deeper, someone that is trying to find themselves in their art. And that's a cliche too, but like if you're just, you're just trying to make something that necessarily for me is like, okay, yeah, we could have fun, we could do this, but it's like, what are you trying to say? What do you represent? Like, do you, can we work together? That's a huge thing. I mean, are you willing to share this child of music with other people that believe in you and will support you? That's a huge one, I think.
And I think it's also applicable to like to the level that we're at right now, because not everyone is gonna be like this like huge established artist out the gate.
Yeah.
And I think that even if the shit that you're hearing from them right now is not like the level that it could be, just knowing that they're willing to go deeper into it, and you can kind of feel that off of somebody.
Definitely.
That is like a huge thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like more of like the obvious practical like sense of it. Like obviously they're driven and they want it, and they're focused, obviously. But I think like if they have like their own like world, and you can like build off that world.
Yes.
People are like invested in just them.
Yes.
Then that's like something I would be interested in investing my time and money into.
Yep.
Trying to think of like an example, like Aries. Like he has like,
oh my god,
like Aries is a little fucking pocket of the music industry. So dope, and like he has like great collaborators, like people who work behind the scenes, and he has a cool like visuals, and he's just like
so the total package. Almost, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like when I think of Aries, I have this feeling and this picture in my mind of like who he is, like how he dresses, how he looks, like his visuals, his music. It's just like everything's there. But I think if we have like a spark of that in a person, we can just like help them expand on that.
Yeah.
So, that's what like a cool thing I look for.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Go ahead.
Like, it's kind of broad for me because I come from more of the school of thought where I'm like, if you check the basic boxes, like there's no reason why I wouldn't work with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Basic boxes.
The basic boxes, the BBs, are literally just like they're driven, like Vinny said, but like they have creative vision and creative intuition. They trust in that, enough, and they're open-minded, and they like love it so much that they lose sleep over it. Like that's just like so important.
Like just basic thing. You have to be able to die for this shit for me to work with you. If you want to work with me, you better be willing to fucking die for
but
this
come
shit.
on, you also can't think that we could be in this industry if we're not willing to die for it.
I fully agree with you. I'm not.
Right?
I'm fucking with you, but I fully agree. With
No,
you.
but like it's
I
a
fully
fact.
agree with you.
Yeah, like low key. I don't know.
Yeah, and also we're glancing over the fact that like this is corny too, but like I want to have fun when we're in a session. I want to jump around at the fun moments, at the oh shit moment. Like I can't connect with you if we're not willing to just be vulnerable. Like be vulnerable with me. Like be fucking weird. Let's get weird. I want to get fucking weird.
I think that's my favorite quote from this podcast.
Be vulnerable to me. I love that.
Vulnerable Joey. That's who I am.
Yeah, facts.
I fucking love that.
No, it's true though. It's true. Like. Yes.
No, you can shit on me. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna shit on you.
No, it's important.
I will.
I feel like it's really important for like just to add on to the basic boxes, like how do they deal with failure? Back into what we were talking about last week.
Yeah, that's like a basic rectangle.
It's a
Shitting on
square is a
the
rectangle,
Sorry,
but a
totally.
rectangle is not a
Go
square.
ahead.
Like I just, it discourages me so much when I'm in the studio with someone and then like they make a little mistake or like they're not getting an idea that like they think is good. And like they start like shitting on themselves and they're like, oh, I suck, man. They're like, oh, I do this every time. I'm just
Stupid.
yeah.
Yo,
Sausage, like we're making art.
That's
man.
true. That's
We're
true.
making art.
That's
We're
true.
making
I love that.
Yo, but that to me, that reaction is just like a lack of confidence. And like, if you have, dude, if you give me the most bullshit shit idea I've ever heard and you stand behind it, I'm like, that's a great artist. You know what I mean?
I really do believe that.
Yeah.
I really do
Yeah.
because I mean, number one, like I've been in situations where like that's happened.
Yes.
And like more so than like the thing that does is it keeps the session moving, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It keeps the work going.
Yes.
The thing that like that lack of confidence adds to it is like it stops the session entirely.
Yes.
Which I'm sorry, it doesn't add to it. It takes away from the session entirely because now I have to be a therapist. And like as a
That's
Pisces,
part of the job.
right, exactly.
Be a therapist.
Yeah,
I
Benny
didn't know-
Blanco. Is
that what he says?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. That's like half the job, I think. When you're in the studio.
But like, let's be a therapist. Like, I'm okay with being a therapist
but it's
if
not-
we're gonna
it's-
talk about like positive stuff and like how dope this artistry is and how.
Right.
But like,
or like I'm going through something like a breakup or whatever, and I need
Yes.
help getting this into words so that we can put this in a song. But if it's like I have a core insecurity about my ability to make art, that's when you becoming a therapist is not really like a helpful thing in the
True.
session.
I'm not welcoming
because
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
we're here to do is you're not aligned with it right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So realign yourself with that if that's what's right for you, and then come back and
Yeah.
And it's true.
Exactly.
You know, it's kind of funny because I like hyperbolize the checked box thing, but I feel like to really make art at the best level, like the boxes you have to check are some big ass fucking boxes.
They are.
And they really require like a lot of just like dedication and energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
it's
for
true.
sure.
It's true.
I also think like as we continue with art, like we check those boxes deeper and deeper. Do you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes,
Every
yes,
single
yes,
day
yes.
and
Yeah.
change the way that we see the boxes.
Of
even.
course.
Absolutely.
Of course.